What's good, everybody? I'm back after a short YouTube-inflicted hiatus. Anyway, we'll talk about that later in the week. Right now, we're going to talk about the condition of and what's going on with poor John Fetterman and his race with Mohammed Oz up there in Pennsylvania. And what's going on with the Democrats and who they keep and they keep trying to elect. All right, but you know the deal. You want to hear about it? Here you go.
You whistle open the front door fast. If you see a tall, dark streak of light going, it's me.
She's steady asking me if my soul is safe. Yeah, it's in the deep freezer. It's gonna stay that way. I don't give a fuck if you're mad. You can die mad. I don't give a fuck.
Hey cats, welcome in. So like I said, today we're going to talk about John Fetterman, but at first a little disclaimer here for the YouTube lizard overlords. I am in no way attacking this man because of, or in any way, shape, or form due to his stroke. Okay? Any disagreements I have with this man is purely political and economic. Alright, but anyway, here it goes. This dude's running for Senate. He's a lieutenant governor right now in Pennsylvania. He's running for Senate against Mohammed Oz, who is endorsed by Trump. Okay, that's neither here nor there to me as far as who I'm going to vote for. But at this point, it seems like it's something that either keeps people in races or wins races for them. All right, Trump's batting, somewhere up there in the high 90s, 98% or something, this round as far as primaries are concerned anyway. We'll see in November, right? But anyway, the man suffered a stroke in May. Absolutely terrible, right? You don't wish that on people, and you obviously hate to see the repercussions of, right? But he recently gave a speech, the first time since. I'm going to let you guys check it out. There's a lot of people right now going around on the inner zones here trying to convince people that it's doctored video or what have you. It says maliciously edited or what have you. I'm going to leave the header on the bottom for the local news station. The cropping's kind of shitty because, you want to see the dude and see, his facial contortions and whatnot, or lack thereof. But anyway, check this out. It's pretty short. He's up there a really short amount of time. I don't believe this is edited. If anything, it's edited for time from him walking up and maybe walking away. Check this out.
Steel workers! Steel workers! What an honor it is to be here with you today. Just earlier today, I was so proud to march with you in downtown Pittsburgh. Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. How many homes does Dr. Oz have? 9, 10, 11? But I guarantee you, he doesn't have a steel mill right across from one of his mansions. But you're going to have one senator that lives across the street from a steel mill. Because let's tell us something. In the Mon Valley, we make steel. We make steel. In New Jersey, Dr. Oz makes crudité. I'm going to make it really simple for all of you. It's a choice. An ally. The sacred life of union, the union way of life, or someone like Dr. Oz that would take it away and try to destroy it. I cannot think of anything more un-American than trying to take away the union way of life. It's real simple. Send me to Washington, D.C. Any choice in front of me, any bill. Union way, the anti-union way, every single time going with the union way of life and be please understand the stakes in this race. Send me to Washington, D.C. so I can work with Senator Casey and I can champion the Union way of life in DC. Thank you very much, and it's an honor. I live 8 minutes away from here, and when I leave tonight, I got 3 miles away, Dr. Oz in his mansion in New Jersey. You've got a friend and you have an ally. Send me to Washington, D.C. Thank you very much. Thank you, Steelworkers.
Terrible shit, right? I mean, pretty obvious. The dude is, suffering, cognitively, which again is terrible. You hate to see that, with anyone, even someone that you vehemently disagree with. Terrible shit. But it is there, right? That he's struggling. He's having a hard time. And as far as that's concerned, I have it on some pretty good authority that, the full recovery rate for a major stroke is pretty low. It's about 10%. Another 25% are partially, impaired. Possibly needing care. A larger percent, 40 plus, they're going to be permanently impaired and always need some type of care. Strokes obviously destroy brain cells and make them into basically, mush. They can't, the ones that are there can't function properly anymore. Some of the side effects, I'll roll some of these by for you. Pretty heavy duty, affects you emotionally, behaviorally, physically, obviously cognitively. The list just keeps going. I mean, even to the point of just oddities, strange habits, mannerisms, whatnot. Not that that affects anything except for, the cult of personality, the person you're putting out there, for the fisheye. But, again, I mean, the dude is suffering. And again, you can judge, where he was at beforehand. The dude was a Bernie Sanders type. You've seen in the speech, he was preaching about the union way of life. But yet, he's not in a union. He doesn't, I mean, he's never had a real job. Lived with his parents until he ran for public office, which was in his 40s. Not anyone that you would take life advice from, basically. It's someone that you find yourself giving advice to. I mean, obviously, he's, I guess apparently, he's Ivy League educated, which, I mean, that speaks for him. So again, I mean, judge for yourself. But he's a Bernie Sanders type. I mean, to me, that speaks volumes right there. Right? I mean, you go to Harvard and obviously not know a damn thing when it comes to economics, right? I mean, that has nothing to do with his current, horrible medical situation. I feel for him. I hope he, recovers. I hope he rehabs. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. But man, just do yourself a favor and get the hell out of there. I mean, even if, be honest, can you really, help basically, dictate and legislate through a country, let alone a state, and, do the right thing. Do the right thing, my dude. So that leads into the second topic here, which is the Democrats. What are they thinking, man? I mean, they ran with the lizard potato for, the asterisk stewardship of the country with old bedriddens with biddens. They're electing people like AOC, pretty low on brain cells. Again, someone that's supposed to be heavily educated in economics even, but doesn't have a grasp on the most basic form of, and now they're they're saying they want to elect a self-proclaimed communist socialist type, that just had some major medical issues that's suffering the repercussions of, and they're willing to move forward with it for their party to retain power. I mean, if it's any more obvious that these people couldn't give two shits, not only about you or, the country, but, anything but themselves, their power in their pocket. It's a pretty rough situation. Definitely, whether he was a lizard overlord in training, he's definitely now just a puppet and a possible, charity vote getter. These people are willing to run with anything. The deepest of desperation movements. I almost can't believe that it's an American political party at this point. If you don't think it's a joke, man, I definitely have some property to sell you outside in, the driveway. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit of bullshit. Come back again, for some more bullshit. I got some cool stuff I'm going to bring out this weekend. Some content that I've never covered before, type anyway. At a request of my old brother here, Nato. But anyway, good to see you again. Smell you later.
Gail, I'd like to talk about some things that bring us together. Things that point out our similarities instead of our differences. Because that's all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. That's all the media and the politicians are ever talking about, the things that separate us, things that make us different from one another. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They try to divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing, happens to work. Anything different, that's what they're going to talk about. Race, religion, ethnic and national background, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything you can do, keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank. You know how I describe the economic and social classes in this country? The upper class keeps all of the money, pays none of the taxes. The middle class pays all of the taxes, does all of the work. The poor are there just to scare the shit out of the middle class. Keep them showing up at those jobs.